So I kind of want to talk about AEW having an accessibility problem. So I was watching one episode of Dynamite, the Go Home Show episode of AEW Dynamite before Revolution, and I noticed that they switched, or should I say, added on. I'm not too sure. They added or switched pay-per-view providers to Amazon Prime, and it had me thinking. I'm like, okay, so what's the hold up with the pay-per-view service, the pay-per-views being on Max? Because I feel like AEW having their pay-per-views not being behind the paywall would help tremendously because number one, they always hit a home run with their pay-per-view events, like except the ending to Revolution. That's a story for another day. But I have like most of the time their pay-per-views are highly praised over the weekly television show. So I feel like also number two, I'm not about to pay $50 every freaking time AEW has a pay-per-view, man. Especially in this economy, like $50 is way too high and steep. And if anything, if I want to say WWE back in the day, they made smaller pay-per-views like outside the big four, less. I'm not sure the exact price, but they were a lesser price than as a WrestleMania or SummerSlam, the big four essentially. So $50 every time to watch a pay-per-view is just a little too steep, man. I wouldn't mind paying for a pay-per-view if it wasn't $50 every time. And also, I think that's just having it behind a paywall because, like I said, their pay-per-views always hit a home run. They're always phenomenal. But it's just a simple fact that if you were to have your pay-per-views on Max or just, like I said, away from the paywall, get it away from the paywall, get that paywall out of here, and let people just watch your pay-per-views, because I'm pretty sure if your pay-per-views was a lot more accessible, like I said, a lot more people will watch them. Like, let's say that AEW decides to put All In on HBO Max, and I feel like that would be the perfect opportunity to show the entire wrestling world, whether you're an AEW fan, whether you're a WWE fan, whether you're a New Japan fan. It will show the entire wrestling world, or just a mainstream wrestling fan who doesn't watch AEW, who's not a smart mark, and know all the lingo and stuff, and just show those type of people, the entire wrestling world, what AEW brings to the table. I feel like All In really needs to hit it out the park, because that's your equivalent to WrestleMania, and like I'm confident that that they're going to sell out the tickets that they have available for the event. So I just think that AEW, and I want AEW to add more pay-per-views to their yearly calendar, but you gotta do something about this price, man, because man, $50 is way too steep. And also, it's just a simple fact that WWE, in America at least, that you don't have to pay for if you want to. Well, for me, because like I want to say it's a part of my internet plan. Since obviously, like the people who own Peacock and Xfinity, they're all under the same umbrella, NBC Universal. But anyway, I'm spoiled because when I want to watch the upcoming PLE from WWE, I don't have to pay for it. Like, I just have to show up and watch it. I don't have to pay for NXT PLEs. You feel me? So, and also, I feel like when WWE switched over from the WWE network to Peacock in the United States, as well as the Bloodline storyline, there were just like two reasons why WWE is like red hot right now, because their product is hella accessible. They made Monday Night Raw. They put Monday Night Raw on Netflix for the sake of, hey, I want this product to be as accessible as possible. So that means more eyes on the product, and they get their money on the back end. So Yeah, that's what AEW like needs to shoot for. So AEW just needs to AEW is a piece of work right now. You feel me? I'm not about to sit here and take the entire video and say everything that's wrong with AEW right now. But AEW has a lot of things that they need to fix and focus on to get the product a lot better. Get more eyes on the product. Bring back people who watched the product initially but was turned off by everything and whatnot. Like I feel like the perfect thing for AEW to do is to get Warner Bros. Discovery and try to figure out when the heck is these pay-per-views gonna get added to Max, and it needs to be before All In. Honestly, I feel like if AEW were to if the pay-per-view thing were to come, like the people be able to buy pay-per-view or watch pay-per-views through Max, if All In was the very first one in that in this deal that they have with Warner Bros. Discovery, I feel like that would be perfect because that's their, like I said, that's their WrestleMania equivalent. So that's all the muscle is going to attract, like everybody in the wrestling world to watch the product, and also they're going to like simple fact that it's their WrestleMania on their stage. It's going to get some type of mainstream coverage. So if you were to sit there, have a great All In, great build up, like you can't half-ass this. You can't leave any room to the imagination. But just like give the best Dynamite, the best Collision, all the way up to All In, and All In is a fucking smash. And like there's not no crazy ass paywall behind it. So like you got people watching the product, and then you deliver post All In leading up to All Out, and for the rest of the year, that will bring people. That will kind of get your reputation back where you want it to, because it's at this point that I feel like with AEW, you could be doing everything right now, but it's just a simple fact that WWE is so freaking white hot that people are not really going to give a fuck. But you made your bed and you lay in it, so it's not going to be overnight for all the wrestling, people to start watching the shows, start attending the shows again. It's going to take a lot of time, patience, and effort, and it has to be a team effort. So that's what I feel like, man. Like AEW, they need to get on the ball, figure out when the fuck that these pay-per-views, these pay-per-views is going to be able to get shown on Max, and then just do better. That's all they have to do, and everything will just fall into place. So that's just my thing on it, man. Like, I think $50 is way too damn much for a pay-per-view right now in 2025. And honestly, as a wrestling fan, because of WWE, they spoiled me, and American wrestling fan, they spoiled me that I don't have to pay for Peacock. Pause. That didn't sound right, but yeah, you guys get what I'm saying, though, man. Like, AEW needs to figure out how to get this accessibility problem and get more eyes on their pay-per-views, man. Because, like I said, their pay-per-views always hit. It just, damn, man, $50 fucking dollars, bro. And just imagine how many people will sit there and watch your pay-per-views if they weren't behind the paywall. If you could, watch them live on Max as they go, man. Just imagine that, because just seeing the highlights of AEW pay-per-view and just damn, bro, man, I wish I was able to see that live. Well, except that one time I watched Double or Nothing 2022. It was the one with Hangman Page versus CM Punk. I'm not going to say how I was able to watch that Double or Nothing. Just to say that I remember watching Double or Nothing, CM Punk, Hangman Page. It was funny because CM Punk tried to go for the buckshot lariat and he failed twice. So, yeah, man, what you guys think about that, man? Do you think that AEW has accessibility problem? Because I do. And I think that would help tremendously if their product wasn't hidden behind a paywall. So before I start sounding like a broken record player, I'm gonna end the video with that. Stay tuned, stay lit, and stay wavy. Peace.